Hi cuties, and welcome back to The Royal Diaries, your place on YouTube for fashion entrepreneurship, and just the glam life of fashion that you all want to be a part of. I am Ginger Nichelle, and I am the owner of Elle Royalty Clothing, a clothing brand that is inspired by Barbie, Harajuku fashion, and everything pretty in pink. In today's episode, we are going to talk about photo shoots. This actually comes at a great time because I just did a photo shoot launch for my swimwear collection, my first ever swimwear collection for Elle Royalty Clothing. And I just want to share with you my tips and tricks on how I made the photo shoot successful, how you can make your photo shoot successful, and how to make your brand as professional as possible. So if that's what you're looking for today, then stay tuned, because all we're talking about is photo shoots, photographers, models, hairstyles, makeup artists, location, all of those things that you need to know before having your very first photo shoot. First, I want to talk about why you need a professional shoot. First, you need a professional shoot because you want to make everything look as professionally finished as possible. So if you have been here for a while or listened to my previous videos, you know that I am all about professionalism and making sure that everything just looks as clean and professional as possible. However, I understand if you are just starting out, and if you're like me, who is trying to ball on a budget. I know that's such a 90s term, I should probably stop saying it, but there are ways to make sure to still look professional, stay within budget, and maximize all the content that you need for your website, your social media, and etc. First things first, make a budget. You don't need to spend $20,000-$30,000 on a professional shoot. Obviously, if you have the funds, you can do that, but if you were just starting out and you were just looking to get some better photos, you can spend a minimal amount of money. You can keep within your budget so that you can have professional photos on a model, lifestyle photos, etc., and you're not just taking photos on a dress form like my raincoat back here. You can get that professional look and feel for your social media, for your website, all of those things, but you can stay under budget. So the first idea would be to make a budget. You have to think about how much you are willing to pay for getting whatever you want shot. If you haven't started your next collection, capsule collection, whatever it is that you're going to get shot, you do want to think about how everyone is going to be dressed. If you are shooting, reshooting photos maybe that you bought from a vendor and you don't want to use the vendor photos, you do have to think about the items that you will be getting shot. So put that in the budget as well, whether you're making it from scratch, you're having someone make it, or you are buying clothes from a vendor. That is one of the first things that you're going to need, because the models cannot wear nothing. You also want to think about your location. Are you going to be shooting it in maybe a friend's backyard? I have actually done that. I have shot my raincoat capsule collection that was shot in my parents' house backyard, but it actually kind of works because my mom has that kind of quirky decorating as well, so it actually kind of worked for what I was doing. But if you want to perhaps rent a space, you can look up how much it costs to rent a space as well and put that in the budget. If you do want to save, obviously you can reach out to your friends, your network, and see if they have any kind of cool spaces where you can take photos. Or there might be some places in your city or town where you can take photos and don't need a permit. For example, my assistant Angel, when she had her fashion and content shoot, she did it in the streets of LA, so she didn't need a permit for that. The photographers and videographers just captured everything on the street, but that was very much for her brand. She does do streetwear. You can also think there are public places that do allow you to take photos with no permits, but there are certain places that do require a permit, so you do want to be sure to be careful and make sure to look up any type of information that you need for that. But I say that to say location, be sure to put that in the budget as well. If you're going to have a hair and makeup team, even if it's one person or maybe two people or more, you do want to put that in the budget as well. Sometimes you will have upcoming makeup artists, hairstylists that are maybe just looking to expand their portfolio. They are willing to work with you and work within your budget. So you can actually approach them, possibly someone who is about to graduate from maybe cosmetology school or something similar. Maybe they're willing to work with you, or maybe you only pay their kit fee of just basically refilling their kit after whatever they worked on for the models. Thank you, Ghost. Also want to consider paying your models. In all forms of art and media, a lot of people are trying to build their portfolio. So there are models and photographers that are willing to work with you to help build their portfolio. Maybe they haven't done fashion before, but they would like to, but they've done something similar. Maybe they've only done lingerie type of shooting, or maybe cosplay or something like that, but they want to actually start shooting for websites and fashion, and they want to add it to their portfolio. Then you can contact them as well and see what you can do. If you want to pay someone, if you have a photographer or model that you definitely want to use and they tell you what the rate is, you have to keep that in your budget as well. So you have to keep all these people that are going to be helping make your photo shoot the best that it can be. You have to keep their rates in mind on your budget. So you can find people that are willing to work for free or for trade. It's called TF or TFP, which is like trade for photos. You can find those people on various sites on the internet, various networking, either websites. There's probably groups on Facebook that you possibly are in. I know that I am, where you can hire people in your town to do a photo shoot, models, photographers, things like that. It's just be very upfront about what you want, what your expectations are, how long the shoot's going to be, things like that, so that when somebody is interested, they have all the information. You can lay it out for them and they're not surprised the day of the shoot, because you definitely don't want someone to show up the day of the shoot and it's not what they expected and they turn around and leave because maybe that was just the one person that you needed for that day, like the photographer or the model that's gonna wear your clothes or something like that. So you want to be sure to be very upfront with everyone and to make sure that everyone is on the same page, especially when payments involved or if things are for trade. Whatever it is, you do want to make sure that everyone is clear on what the shoot is, what they're getting, and things of that nature. So just to recap, when you're planning a photo shoot, you want to be sure to make a budget. You want to stick to that budget. You want to figure out how much you're willing to spend, what you can spend. So just keep in mind everything for the shoot, from paying people to merchandise to styling items, everything. Then you want to plan, who are you going to hire? How many models do you need? Photographers, videographers, hair, makeup, stylists, all those things. Then you want to think about who will be attending the shoot. Photographers, models, videographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, stylists. You want to think about all those people before you plan the shoot. You want to be upfront with everyone. Make sure that they are completely aware of what the shoot is, what's happening, have a whole idea for the shoot. Be sure to go over with the photographer too, what you want, what your expectations are, what you need out of the shoot, so that you aren't just standing off in the corner. You should be there with the photographer, with the videographer, with whoever, making decisions on what you want for your shoot, your content. So just make sure you communicate with everyone what you need. Communication is very much the key. If you got to this point and you're like, whoa, this is really overwhelming, you can keep things simple. for your shoot so that you don't have to worry about so many different things. For example, you can have your models come hair and makeup ready, so you don't have to worry about a makeup artist or hairstylist. Most models, even up and coming models, at least know how to do basic makeup, or perhaps you have a friend that does makeup really well, because that's happened for me as well. On my recent shoot with my bathing suits, I had the models just come with a very kind of neutral face and then just a bold lip. So I had the models come makeup ready. And typically I have my models wear wigs so they don't have to worry about hair. However, this time I just had the models come with whatever hair that they had at the time. So that can help you and simplify things if you do everyone wears wigs, or everyone comes with their makeup done, or maybe partial makeup, and you have someone that can just come and do the finishing touches and touch-ups throughout the shoot. You also want to be sure that you are very upfront with your models on what you expect them to bring to the shoot. If you are only shooting, let's say, t-shirts or tops, you don't have any bottoms, that you're just shooting tops that day, then you want to make sure that the models bring certain kind of bottoms that make sense, whether it be you want all of them to wear blue jeans, you want them all to wear black leggings, you want them all to wear white shorts, whatever it is, be sure to let them know up front so that they can bring the proper items with them. Also, another extra tidbit is make sure they bring the proper shoes. I've had to deal with several models before, either not bringing the proper shoes or unsure of what type of shoes to bring. I either bought shoes for them, which in my recent shoot that I did with my swimwear, I bought all the model shoes so that I can make sure that they all have the exact same shoes. But if not, I tell them exactly what I want, either black, nude, or white heels and things like that. And I just pretty much lay it out for them, what they're going to shoot, the types of undergarments they should wear depending on what they're going to shoot, and what to bring extra just in case we need it. I know I talked a little bit about finding models and photographers. I have found some on the website Model Mayhem. I've also found them on some Facebook groups. I've done Instagram, just kind of ads in a sense, not paid ads, but just Instagram ads on my Instagram saying that I'm looking for models, either for a fashion shoot, photo shoot, whatever it is, finding locations. I used Peerspace online to find the location where I could shoot my swimwear collection. There's just a lot of online research and things that you do to prep for it. You want to also keep in mind that if your first location maybe is booked, that you have a second option, because that happened to me. I wanted to book a certain place, but when it was time for me to book it, it was completely booked, so I couldn't do that. So I had to go with somewhere else. So you want to be sure to keep all these things in mind before planning your shoot so that it's as easy and not hectic as possible, because fashion shoots can be very go, go, go that day, and there's so much going on, it's hard to really do everything. So make a list, write it out, have someone help you. If one of your friends can come, or a family member, be an assistant, have them. Do not turn them down, because you will need all the help you can get that day. If this is your first shoot, be sure to keep it simple. Keep the location simple. Keep a minimum amount of models. Maybe you only use one or two. Maybe you just have a photographer. Maybe you just have people show up hair and makeup ready, and they bring a few accessories so you don't have to do everything. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was very helpful for you for planning your next shoot. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, if you think I should do a part 2 of what goes on in a shoot, and just dive deep into what you need to do the day of the shoot. So feel free to let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you are up to date on all my latest videos, and be sure to check out all my videos on my channel where I'm talking all about fashion and fashion entrepreneurship and what it really takes to be a designer in the glam life of fashion that you all want to be a part of. I am Ginger Nichelle, and thank you so much for watching my video. Stay cute and stay unique, kitties. Okay, bye.